Hello all, so this is going to be an instructional video on how to tune your violin, which is a really important skill for all beginners to have. And I thought I had a video on this, but I don't, so I am making it now. First things first, if you have fine tuners, I recommend having them unwound as much as they'll go without unwinding them completely, obviously, and off the screw base. And that's because if you're here and you're searching on how to tune a violin, this is pretty much for like severely out of tune violins, okay? And I'm making mine in that way so that we have a proper demonstration. Violins change a lot with the weather, with the humidity, and your violin might be out of tune or all the strings slack or something like that. And this is like the video for you. However, we will go into the refinements of tuning. So the app that I am going to be using is Tuner Lite, which looks like this. I just clicked, when you first open the app, there should be no movement on the app or anything. And I just clicked this button so that now you can see all the notes that I'm saying. So if I sing it, hey, sorry, that was an A flat. If I sing an A, you see it says A. The most important thing is this little pendulum thing moving back and forth in the middle. Ideally, we want it to be right on the 0, which means our strings are completely in tune, okay? I don't really have a way to hold this and also hold my violin, but just for example, I'm going to start with my string that is to my left, the thickest string. This string is called G. And right now you can see that my string is on a D. So if you know anything about the alphabet or notes, we got D, E, F, G. I am 3 notes off. So this requires peg tuning. However, if you find that it does say some quality of G, G sharp, G flat, something like that, you can go ahead and use the fine tuners. Okay, so I'm just going to hold my instrument in my lap. It's kind of like sat on my leg, which I've adjusted, and I'm going to pluck it so I can continue to see the note on the tuner. And then I'm going to turn. I make an adjustment. I see, okay, I'm at an E. So I went up 1 note, gonna go again. I'm at an F with the hashtag. This is called F sharp, which means I'm close. And I am finally at G. I'm a little sharp. I don't have fine tuners, so I have to tug or push on my string. But then I'm going to refine it. If you had fine tuners down at the bottom looking at you, you would turn them to the right or clockwise to make the pendulum go to the right. You would turn them to the left to make the pendulum go left. So if you find your G, let's see where mine's at, to be below, you would simply turn your fine tuner to the right. I can refine more with my pegs since I don't have this. And I really wish I had one with fine tuners. Excellent. And then you can also play it with your bow just to the vibration. And I have a perfect G. Let's go on to my next string. Looking down at my instrument, my second string over should be my D. I'm right now at a C sharp, which isn't that bad. C sharp is 1 note below D, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it. Still a little flat. Now I went over. I'm to the right too much if you want to see, so you can have the visual. Yeah, see? To the right. So I am going to, if I had my fine tuners, turn my fine tuner to the left if it can go more. If not, once again, use my pegs to refine that. Then I might play with my bow just to double check. Great D. In the process of tuning this, my G string has gone back out, which is very common on a violin. In the process of tuning one string, your other string might go out. So I always kind of go back, 1 step forward, 1 step back, right? Next, we're going to go to our A string. So once again, violin and lap, start plucking. This is only an A flat, which is really close to an A. So if I had a fine tuner on my A string, if I'm seeing some quality of A flat, A sharp, I'm going to go ahead and start turning with my fine tuner. But we know Miss Amanda doesn't have fine tuners, so God bless her. And a perfect A. I'm going to check back on my D. Good. At some point, we might learn how to tune them when we're like the strings together, but for now, just this, okay? And then my E. It is imperative that this fine tuner is up as much as you can make it because E is our thinnest string, most likely to break. And I always tell my students to have an extra E string. So I'm on E flat. So I'm now going to take my fine tuner, turn it to the right. Voila, a perfect E5. Now, obviously, I've done this for many years, so it might take me less time than yours, but just be patient. Having an in-tune violin is the best thing you can do to train your ears and to train them correctly. So do take the time to do it, and I hope this video helps. You're always more than welcome to shoot me a note or message in the comments if you need more help. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.